Welcome to Fast Applications of Neuropracticity, Part 14, where we're going to talk about maximizing attention using intrinsic feedback. Now, this mini series, if you will, that we've been doing on maximizing attention has now gone from Module 8 of FAN all the way through to today, Module 14. You can see these contents to summarize where we've been, and you can also review past episodes on Instagram or YouTube at Mike Studer DPT. When we talk about maximizing attention utilizing intrinsic feedback, we're not necessarily talking about internal focus. How am I moving knowledge of performance? We're looking at feedback coming from the learner about the result, about the achievement of the goal, and sometimes even about the movement particulars, which isn't a problem at all. Now, when we see this, we're really summarized by talking about if I'm responsible for giving feedback and I know it before the task starts, now we see how we've elevated attention because we know that if I am responsible for giving that feedback, I'm going to pay attention better during the task. So this leverages the attribute or the responsibility of giving your own feedback, intrinsic feedback, so that the individual sees themselves as the first reporter. They are witnessing how they're performing, and they have to actually tell the group, the therapist, themselves, caregivers, etc., how they did once the task has been completed. You can see how this would elevate attention. Now, that's just one technique and one route by which self-feedback helps to maximize attention. Keep in mind that as you look at the other three here, that an individual who comes to be aware or becomes accustomed over a period of time that they're going to have to give the first notion of feedback. Their opinion is going to be highly valued, that they're going to soon be watchful of not only reporting and being aware of what's occurring as it's occurring, but also they should be compelled to give themselves advice that would follow that feedback. What are you going to do differently next time? And that type of advice to self, that type of feedback, so that the individual gains in their next experience will also be helpful in building awareness and shaping their memory. And remember, any advice that we give ourselves, we're going to be more likely to remember that information than advice that we hear from others. It's simply known as the generation effect. So really, we've got a lot that can be benefited through this attribute. And again, I want to thank you for watching Module 14 on maximizing attention of that mini-series. Here we are, Fast Applications in Neuropracticity. You can find us on Instagram at Mike Studer or YouTube with the same handle. Thanks again for watching.